Now, when I say that the air suspension on this car feels like a waterbed, I'm not kidding. That's exactly how it feels. But it is exceptionally comfortable. It just absorbs the road like a sponge. It does have some body roll when you're in corners, but that's to be expected with a big heavy car on air suspension. The reliability is patchy, could go out and cost you a lot of money, but overall, very comfortable. Now, this does have a 7-speed automatic transmission, which shifts so smooth that you can't even feel the gear shifts. It does also have 391 pound-feet of torque in addition to the 382 horsepower, and that, let me tell you, gives you some pickup. That's one of the benefits that I like from having a naturally aspirated V8. You don't have turbo lag, you have the power on tap. There's really nothing you're missing. It just delivers. Even if it's not, massive 500, 600 horsepower, it still delivers an impeccable ride. Unbelievable. Another benefit of the air suspension is that it feels more like an S-Class than an E-Class at this point. For the most part, Mercedes-Benz makes inconspicuous models. There are some outliers like the SL65 AMG Black Series, the SLS, of course, but this car just blends into the NPC traffic. So if you want something which is not necessarily flashy, a nice sleeper, this would be the car you want. You just fly right under the radar. Hey Tom, what are we gonna do over here? Hey Tom, this car is pretty smooth. I think it might even be better than the Lincoln.
What are you doing? You're not the thinker.
I'm not even sure if this thing is recording right now. I have no idea. It just cuts off. It just cuts off recording in the middle of the video. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see when I get back. Oh yes, arrived at the filling station, yes? At the petrol station. Oh, fantastic. Oh yes. Let me make sure I can find a decent place to park here, yes? Oh, fantastic. That is, of course, a wonderful place to make a pit stop. Make sure that the video is recording, because I'm quite skeptical that it is. Alright, so it was recording the whole time. I have been fooled by my inferior camera equipment. On BMW, you have to hold down the traction control button for like 5 seconds for it to actually turn off the traction control. In this car, one tap, it's off. They do not care. I don't know how to explain it, but there's some sort of primal instinct which is ignited when you're driving this. As you push on the gas, you're filling the engine with enough fuel to start climate change from scratch. So it really adds to the thrill of the ride, really. And if you don't already know, the largest fossil fuel emissions don't actually come from the airline industry. It does come from automobiles, because there are just so many cars on the ground all around the world. Somewhere an engine is on all the time, 24/7, 365. But when it comes to cars like this, I think they can still, produce them, because they're just luxury cars. There aren't that many of them produced. You can have the rest of the cars be electric or 4-cylinder hybrids or whatever you want, but these should just be left untouched. I mean, why would you want, for example, a 4-cylinder hybrid Lamborghini? It doesn't make sense. I mean, there's not that many Lamborghinis on the road where you need to worry about the emissions. It's just minutia. So I don't think entirely engines like this are going to disappear, but for now it seems that this is going to be a relic of its time. The 2010 Mercedes-Benz E550 is not an E63 AMG, and it's not an E55 AMG either. So it simply won't be remembered like those cars will be. As far as the world is concerned, this is just another old man's car. But that is far from the truth. The truth is, this is the last Mercedes E-Class which is gonna feel this way ever again. And decades down the line, when we're left with the electrics and the 4-cylinder hybrids, if there are any of these remaining, someone is going to turn on this 5.5-liter V8, drive it down the road, and they're going to think to themselves, oh, that's how it used to feel. That would be it. I appreciate you guys watching. If you liked the video, share it, subscribe, like, whatever you want to do. Anyways, take it easy. Have a good one. and drive safe. I think it would go nicely paired with a, you know, cup of chocolate milk perhaps. Chocolate milk goes nicely with an E5. Oh fuck!